We have returned to Stourbridge, where we packed up to get some water.
So the boat's been in Stourbridge for over a week, and feels like ever since we cruised. We did 6 days solid, and then nothing for a week.
Yeah, it's been like rest and relaxation, except for the getting on the train and doing 4 trains and then doing 4 trains back.
4 trains in a tube, including the cutest little train between Stourbridge Town and Stourbridge Junction.
It is so small and squishy.
So that was fun. But about 4 hours to get home and 4 hours to get back. But it was nice, it was worth it.
Yeah.
Stourbridge is quite a nice place. Like, it was a good choice to leave the boat apart from the journey. There's a little basin down there with the bonded warehouse. And because it's an arm, I said to Michael when we moored up, it's fine, there'll be no traffic, like it'll be a really peaceful place to stop and work and stuff. And then before Christmas, every hour on the hour, the Santa Cruz went past with like overexcited children hyped up screaming as they went past.
And the sort of Christmas music you hate to hear over and over
through
and
bad
over
speakers.
and over again through tinny speakers.
So
yeah.
we were a bit bar humbug about that.
But there's been lovely people with dogs and
It's a nice little
ducks in a nice field. And then we returned to the boat to have, our barge pole disappeared. And I just assumed that somebody had taken it and chucked it in the river or something. But then a couple of days after we found it missing, a gentleman walking his dog came along and started talking to me and mentioned that he'd seen a barge pole floating past him about 3 days ago, about half a mile that way. So we may pass our barge pole just sitting in the water.
He also pointed out that because there's all these railings next to the towpath, that half the railings are missing. So for someone who's got a thing for stealing pole-like objects, and a few people made the comment, your coal be alright on your roof while you're away. And we were like, well, if people want to steal it, then they steal it. If people want to chuck it in the canal, they chuck it in the canal. We can't not have our coal on our roof, and that was fine. So everything else was fine.
Yeah. Otherwise, we'd have been unloading all of that coal out of the boat when we got back. Like, because there's just no room for it in there. So we lost a barge pole.
So today we've backed up to the water point. We're just filling up with water, and we are going to cruise. We're not on the Birmingham Canal navigation, so we came off there at the bottom of Delft Locks in the last vlog, I've since learned. So we're going to leave them for now, and then we're going to rejoin them back at, I think it's called Aldersley Junction, when we come down the Wolverhampton flight, and we need to come down there before it closes mid-February, so we've got quite a while. We're going to head to Stourton Junction now, and then down I think it's the Staffordshire and Worcester Canal, and then down a little bit of the River Severn to Droitwich, to do the little bit of the Droitwich barge canal that we missed when it was shut when we came through in October or November.
Yeah.
And then back up to Wolverhampton.
Yeah.
But we're not going to do all that today.
Yeah. Today, we are probably going to make it to that first junction and go down the flight of walks.
Just kind of feel the need to blow the cobwebs away today. And
yeah.
Get some fresh air, but not have a super long cruise. So that's the plan. We've been going all of 10 minutes, and we've decided to stop because just across the bridge just there is a Lidl, and neither of us have had breakfast, so seems the most sensible thing to do.
do you do when you're terrifically hungry in the middle of the winter that never ends?
You stew a pony.
You stew a pony.
Saw that coming.
We end up at Stew Pony Wharf, which is where we are. Stew Pony Wharf. Grim and morbid for ponies, but for everyone else, a perfectly nice place.
Yummy.
There's some sort of castle-y thing behind us that I think is the privately owned something or other castle that I saw mentioned in the guide. It looks bizarre.
Does look bizarre.
Doesn't look like a castle. It looks like a bunch of chimneys.
It's a lovely day. Past some lovely countryside.
Lovely.
It was nice, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
It's Sunday, so of course there's lots of cyclists and walkers out, which is nice.
Mm-hmm. The sun came out and has been just, it's actually a hot day in December. Which
Yeah, it's so mild.
does not bode well for the future of global warming. We left Stourbridge.
Yeah.
We came through Stourton. We're heading towards Stourport.
Oh yeah, that's right. We're on the, is it the Worcester and Staffordshire or the Staffordshire and Worcester?
I think it's the Staffordshire and Worcester
Canal. So this is a new waterway, very exciting. We've been on it for 100 yards.
Yeah.
And then we moored up. The looks are fine. Got a little bit stuck in the third one.
Thus far, it's one of our favourite waterways.
Maybe because the sun's shining. There were some wrong ends at the bottom lock who there was about 10 of them. They all carried their bikes over the lock gates where the long dock is, just as we're coming in.
Well, you got to do that because your bike is like your freedom and your independence and your...
And then they got to the other side and one of them was walking on a weird thing and then one lights up a cigarette.
Okay, so is that the end of this episode?
Yeah, it was very exciting.
No, that was the unexciting, very boring episode of me never following Christmas.
We didn't find our barge pole. I was looking for it all the way.
Yeah, no barge pole. Sad. Sad times.
Just kind of feel the need to blow the cobwebs away today and
Yeah.
get some fresh air, but not have a super long cruise, so that's the plan.
It's cobwebs, what we're calling them now.
What would you call them?
Bags of domestic trash.
Cobwebs from our brains.
Oh, I see. Fair enough. Cobwebs on the brain.
Alright, should we
I don't know
go?
how many spiders get in there, but there's enough of them on the boat and the conkers don't work, so it's entirely possible. We returned to the boat to have found that we had our so far only run-in with the vaunted and famous British hooliganism and penchant for wronganism.